So let's have a look at Lesson 7, Retro Comic Colours and Ben-Day course in Affinity. Module 7, Print Problems and How to Fix Them, often known as print fails. In this lesson we focus on preparing retro comic artwork for physical print production. Designing on screen is only part of the workflow. Your colours, dots and ink structures must reproduce accurately when printed. Understanding common print problems allows you to correct issues before final export. Digital artwork is viewed on backlit screens using RGB colour. Print production uses CMYK ink on absorbent paper. Because of this difference, colours often appear darker, duller, or less saturated when printed. Planning for this shift is essential in retro comic workflows. When artwork converts from RGB to CMYK, colour values shift. Bright digital colours may become muted. Some hues cannot be reproduced accurately using ink combinations. When working in CMYK from the beginning, ensures that palette decisions remain print safe. When multiple dot layers overlap at similar frequencies, moiré patterns can occur. These interference patterns distort shading and reduce clarity. Controlling dot spacing and rotation prevents frequency conflicts during print production. Because each ink colour prints from a separate plate, slight misalignment can occur. This creates colour halos around ink lines and causes dot overlays to shift. To compensate, retro comic artists use strong ink containment and avoided overly fine colour separations. Newsprint absorbs ink unevenly. Dots can soften, colours can darken, and contrast can reduce. To compensate, retro palettes often use higher contrast and lighter dot densities than digital previews suggest. Overprint allows inks to layer, creating blended tones. Knockout removes underlying ink to preserve colour purity. Understanding when to use each method ensures that dot shading and colour overlays reproduce correctly in print. Fine ink lines may thin or disappear during print reproduction. To prevent this, retro comic line work uses heavier weight structures. Testing line thickness at print scale ensures that artwork remains readable after output. When exporting from Affinity Publisher, use CMYK PDF presets. Ensure that raster elements remain at 300 dpi. Enable bleed if artwork extends to page edges. Embed the correct colour profile to preserve palette accuracy. Before final production, always print proof samples. Inspect dot clarity, colour density and ink contrast. Proof testing reveals issues that screen previews cannot display accurately. Most print issues can be corrected with simple adjustments. Increase contrast between colour fields. Reduce dot density if shading appears muddy. Thicken ink lines to preserve readability. Adjust palette values to compensate for newsprint absorption. In this lesson, we examined the most common print production problems affecting retro comic artwork. We covered CMYK conversion, dot frequency interference, registration misalignment, and newsprint absorption. You now understand how to prepare retro comic colour and shading for reliable print reproduction. In the final module, we will create a complete retro comic panel from start to finish using everything covered in this course. So, as the man says, just do it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, tell your friends, and see you in the next video.